Never been lonely, never been lied to, never had to scuffle and fear, nothing denied to. Born at the instant the church bells chime, the whole world whispering, born at the right time. Down among the reeds and rushes, a baby boy was found. His eyes as clear as centuries, his silky hair was brown. Never been lonely, never been lied to, never had scuffle and fear, nothing denied to. Born at the instant church bells chime, the whole world whispering, born at the right time.
Born at the Right Time is Paul Simon's new single. Whether it's been released at the right time to be a hit, we'll find out eventually. But when it comes to timing records, Paul has generally been pretty lucky. In 1986, he released Graceland, an album based around the music of the South African townships, played by bands like that of guitarist Ray Pirrie. And in terms of public and critical acclaim, the timing couldn't have been better, as the Western world responded to what for most of them was a new sound.
There was a slow day, and the sun was beating all the soldiers by the side of the road. There was a bright light, a shattering of shop windows, the bomb in the baby carriage was wired to the radio. These are the days of miracle and wonder. This is a long distance call. The way the camera just follows us in slow-mo, the way we look to us all, the way we look to a distant constellation that's dying in a corner of the sky. These are the days of miracle and wonder. Don't cry, baby, don't cry, don't cry.
Despite the massive commercial success of the album, Paul was criticised from many angles for associating himself with South Africa and accused of breaking the cultural boycott, something he always denied but was repeatedly misreported.
I didn't break the cultural boycott, and I was never put on the so-called UN blacklist. Although this this question, you know, clings to me as if it were a fact. It's not.
Just follows us in slow-mo, the way we look to a song, the way we look to a distant constellation that's dying in a corner of the sky. These are the days of miracle and wonder, so don't cry, baby, don't cry, don't cry.
Paul now performs with a 17-piece band. We find that flying from gig to gig across America is the easiest way to do it.
I didn't really join up with a really rhythm-oriented show until Graceland. When I, began to try and force myself to move, but I was embarrassed to do that because I came out of this tradition where musicians really didn't dance. They played. There was performers who danced. But now, I'm trying to just get a little bit looser with that and dance a little bit more, and be a little bit more aware of the audience. we're playing in Canton in a stadium, I think that holds about 25,000 people, and I don't know what to expect. I sort of assume that they're not familiar with my music.
I can't run, but I can walk much faster than this. Can't run, but a cool system burns out in Ukraine. Trees and umbrellas protect us from the new.
The Chinese audience, they told me there hadn't been a big show there since 1945. So this was the first, big show. I love that audience. I love that audience. They didn't know how to act or what to do. But the people from Hong Kong getting up and dancing, that was fascinating to the Chinese audience. And well, about halfway into the show, the local audience started to get up and dance in a Chinese kind of way.
It was doubly impressive because you felt they were actually defying the law somehow.
See how they shine.
That's what really these shows are about. They're about being free.
I'm sailing right behind. I'm just like a bridge over troubled water.
But what will his next venture be? He says he's finishing a musical he's been working on, but then what?
I don't think that anybody who earns their way in the world through the use of their imagination can automatically assume that their imagination is going to provide for them forever or constantly. I only want to do some work if I really find it interesting and my heart is in it. If I had to sum up my career, I'd say there's a direct line from The Sound of Silence to Cool, Cool River. The direct line is me, and I'm not a liar. I've been trying to tell the truth.
What is the point of this story? What information pertains? The thought that life could be better is woven indelibly into our hearts and our brains.
Meanwhile, let's end with one of his biggest hits, and the thought that even for a superstar, it can't be easy remembering the words to all your songs.
A man walks down the street, he says, oh, why am I